Saturday morning, and that can only be one thing. Oh yes, it's time for Q&A yet again. And we're going to kick off today with Rick Manelli, who says, this is very good. And this is a Cosmic John band thing which I put on yesterday. He said, you're always friends with bandmates because you share a unique experience. Thanks for posting this. Yeah, I agree. Your bandmates become your real closest mates. Always happens. And I've been lucky over the decades to play with some really, really, not only talented musicians, but some really, really nice people. In all my career, I've only played with one bloke who I thought was a complete dickhead. And I know he certainly wouldn't watch any of my stuff. And thanks, and I'm glad he doesn't. Because I'd hate to have anything to be associated with him. He was that much of a dickhead. But all at Cosmic John were brilliant. They were fantastic. Oh yeah, especially we work with some awkward musicians. I think just by the very fact of, you know, being a musician, you're naturally a little bit gregarious. So you're always going to sort of be a little bit rah, rah, rah. And so you being a salesman through most of my life, you work out what people are like, and you know, most musicians deep down are really great. I think virtually everyone. Only one that I've ever found is a dickhead. But anyway, I hope to see a couple of Cosmic John members in a couple of weeks' time. I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, I don't know where the drummer is. Jug, bloody nice bloke. Anyway. Move on. I digress. I'm going on a little bit today. Alan Guscott says, you've answered my last message because he said, he sent me a note. He said, are you doing the Q&A on Sunday? I said, it's Saturday. He said, you've answered my last message. I thought the blog was on Sunday. It's my age, son. I can't keep up. I know how you feel, mate. I'm exactly the same. I don't know who I am some days. I wake up in the morning thinking, what day is it? But that's the benefit of being retired. Evil White Clown Punk said, Roger Miller, now I mentioned Roger Miller last week because of Ginger Paul, also did the song You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd. And yeah, I've got hair in my mouth. I had to Google that. I went on YouTube and watched that. Thanks for that, Evil. There's some songs you can't unhear, and that's one of them. And I wish I could unhear it. He said, nobody asked questions because nobody except me was paying attention to what was going on. I'll say that about Evil White Clown Punk in his new car. He certainly pays attention. EJ, EJ's guitars. He says, hey, did you get rid of the cat? Because your amps are all sitting there begging to be clawed. Oh, they are. No, actually today he's not here. Today Mr. Pussycat has gone to the cat home. He's gone to the cat hotel. He's having a few days rest while I'll go off and do something far more exciting. And he wasn't very happy when we put him in there because he not only hissed at the lady who runs the cattery, he also hissed at Julie, which tickled me. He didn't hiss at me. I'm a quick celebrity. And yeah, he did laugh. Anyway, the funny thing is, me and the cat sat down and said, you claw my amps and you go, okay? He's allowed free range of the sofa, or the couch, the carpets. He can claw anything he likes. Claw that, he goes. Anyway, so he seems to be listening to me. Yeah, he hasn't clawed them, thankfully. Otherwise, all the sheeting goes back up. He said, EJ also said, Michael Jackson once said of Eddie Van Halen's playing on Beat It! A sing-song, high voice. I had to do that. Beat It! I love it when he hits the high note. Do you know? Yes, I think I could do a Michael Jackson cover at some point. Ben. It was about a rat, wasn't it? Yeah. And he didn't ask any questions. According to YouTube, I didn't exist for about a week, so I was on a quest to rediscover myself. I hope you liked what you found. Great stuff, geezer. Glad to be back, and it is great to be back from my 5 weeks in the span. Rick Manelli also said, I've mentioned you twice, I did ask a question about John's driving back on July 27th, but I suspect the question wasn't really a Q&A question. Yeah. My apologies, I thought I asked you a good one. I didn't, you know, well, I think I answered it in the thing. John's driving, yes. Actually, for a young driver, he's quite good. Tends to go a bit fast in places, but didn't we all when we were youngsters? Even White Clown Punk also asked, why didn't Cosmic John's parents spell John with an H? Because I don't know about in any other country, but in England, John is spelt with an H, but Jonathan is spelt without an H. So that's where John comes from. So we assume now that it was Cosmic Jonathan, but abbreviated. If your parents had been Scottish, would they have named him Cosmic Ian? Well, I think it would have been my Cosmic John. And yes, I've had a little jobby. Yeah, we could have been. Is Cosmic short for Constellation Observing System for Meteorological Ionosphere and Climate? Well, I've got to tell you, I didn't know that Cosmic was an acronym. I really didn't know that. So I have learned something big time, and I thank you, Evil. It wasn't funny, but it was bloody clever, because I didn't know. And he's a clever guy. Dave Winter said, nice one. Question, what do they call Big Mac in Spain? Actually, I don't know. When I went into, I didn't go into a Big Mac. I went into a Burger King, and they had all this stuff on the wall, and I was thinking, what the bloody hell was that? And I was trying to ask them, and I got to the old English sort of system of what do you want, and one, and eventually they got somebody out who could speak English, and he said, hey gringo, what do you want? I said, I'll have that. And he said, all right then. I actually didn't get what I wanted, but it was okay. So I'm sorry, Dave. I don't know. I didn't go to McDonald's. I will be going back to Spain in a few weeks on a quick holiday. And I'm looking forward to that. No gigging. Just going for a week to relax. Although they've had some big storms down there recently. I'm just going to check how long this has been going on for. Blimey, this is going to be a long one. Pete the courier driver said, welcome back. Question for next week. What's your favourite line from a song? Now, I had to think about this because Frank Zappa did some great ones like Billy was a mountain and Ethel was a tree growing off of his shoulder. When Studebaker Hawk fell 2,000 feet and said, oh, fuck, I'm going to need a truss. Yeah, that was brilliant. But no, I've come to the... I think about this quite a bit. And my favourite line, sort of favourite verse in a song, was from Ian Dury, the Blockheads, from the song Sweet Jean Vincent. And I think it really does sort of cover it. He said, and the jump back honey and the dungarees, tight sweater and a ponytail. Will you guess her age when she comes backstage? The hootlums bite their nails. And that to me, it just sums up this whole sort of thing at a hop. You know, with the girls with their tight sweaters and the ponytails and stuff. Just superb. The lyric writer, brilliant. Shannon King Powell said, I had left you a question for post 2 on the last Q&A. Come on, Nick, mate. I'm sorry. No. I seem to be eating more of this wig. It's a wig, yeah, it really is, yeah. I know you think it's my real hair, it's not. It's a question. I lost a few questions, I really did. Question for next week. Spound sounds great. Why is it not or not better? Why is it or is it not better than France? Okay. Things are cheaper in Spain. Beer's cheap. Food's cheap. Diesel. Or Derv, I think you call it in America. Diesel, you know, everything is cheap. Houses are cheap. Yeah, that's where it's better. France has got perhaps more green, and that's all I can say. But is it better? I don't know. But because it's going to come, this is an associated question by Po Ninja. He said, Spain seems plain compared to fancy France. If Brexit gets figured out, Britain is great. Great again. Will Britain be great again? Great Britain, yeah. If Brexit gets figured out, Britain is great. Yeah. Well, don't like. Do you know? I don't like to even mention the word Brexit because it's a big wind up. I actually don't care any longer and do what the bloody like. But if you could live in the world, where would it be? Okay, well let's go back a bit. Spain is a remarkable country. It's beautiful. There's parts of it that you think you're in Switzerland, parts of it you think you're on Mars. It's a bizarre place, but beautiful. Mountains everywhere. I loved it, yeah, I'd quite happy going to live there. The sun shines an awful lot. It's very warm, but sweat. Oh my God, I've never sweat so much in my entire life. I was like Gary Glitter in a playground. Yeah, I mean, there was one point I was playing, and I don't know if I mentioned this. There was 2 puddles beside me, of where the sweat was dripping off my elbows as I was playing. I thought this is mental, but extraordinarily good fun. Anyway, and he said, "Where in the world? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?" And it always comes back to the same thing. It'd be the west coast of Australia, Perth area or below Perth. I haven't been above Perth yet. And one day it's it's on my bucket list to go north of Perth, because I've never been up that bit, and up to Darwin. It's just sort of things I've got to do. And all the way down the west coast from Perth, all the way down to Margaret River, and all the way down and where the Indian Ocean meets the Southern Ocean. I mean, it is beautiful down there. And I think if I could live anywhere that I've been to, that would be it. I think Julie would say California, and we've never been. Okay, my friends, thank you very much indeed for all the questions. I don't think I've been very funny today, so I will tell a joke, but I can't think of anything. So, till next week, my friends, keep them questions coming. Maybe should we go back for the pigtails? No, I don't think so. Because when I go backstage. Horns up, my friends. See you next week.